and you're listening to Garbs.
The sounds of Mr. Eazi and Juls. That one there was, you know, I hate saying this song, yeah, because I feel like I'm about to swear on air, and it's just so hard not to say it. But this song was shitter. You know, you have to say it quick. You can't even break it into 2 syllables. So for those who are just joining me here at Reprezent, we're now into the second hour of the show, the Power Hour, and I have my special guest in the building. He goes by the name of Juls.
Yo.
Juls, baby.
How's it going?
Did I do it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You wanna do the thing the next time? We're recording the new voices.
You know what? I'm trying to do this voiceover thing, so I don't even mind. I think my voice is alright.
I'll show you. Still.
Yeah, man. Let's do this. Let's make it official. Do you know? Yeah. If I'm on every single one of your tracks, I'll go viral. You know. People will book me.
Platinum, million.
Trust me.
It's done.
Do I get royalties as well? Do I get a little
PRS, all that.
PRS, 2%, PPL on that.
50.
So we got Juls in the building, and I've been trying to get him on for a while. He's been powering me,
don't do that.
Just been postponing me, just been saying yeah. But we finally got him here in the building, and it's a pleasure to have you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. Actually.
So this guy right here. You know what? Before we even get into those questions, how's your Easter bank holiday weekend going?
I've just been resting because I hardly get time to like relax. So just chilling, mixing songs. I've got loads of songs to mix as well. So just chilled, lay back, nothing too tough. I think I'll chill with family tomorrow. But apart from that, just working really. I'm always working anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I remember the first time I met you was actually on Net Tizzle show. Big up Net Tizzle.
Yeah,
like
big up,
2 years ago. And I think you did like a guest mix.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
I remember the old studio.
Yeah.
Also shouts out to Dana, she was there as well.
Mm-hmm. This is the studio in Peckham.
Yeah. And I always
that.
used to hang about for Net Tizzle show just to see what guests he had in.
Oh, mad.
And just be a beg.
No.
Just introduce us. That's how I met Dr. Sid, you know. And now I had him on my show too, just poaching Net Tizzle guests.
Anyways,
so yeah, I met you there, and then that was the first time I kind of heard some of your music and some of your vibes.
Yeah.
And like shortly after that, you come out with Skin Tight.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it's been. I can't remember what year that was, but
I think it was 2015.
Yeah, those couple of years have been a bit hectic. Obviously, I started making beats like probably a good 5-6 years ago, but I think things got really serious maybe like 3-4 years ago. And obviously Mr. Eazi and I created these bunch of sounds that have sort of like set the tone for different vibes for a lot of these artists, and we've created a lot of hits that have made a lot of people, you know, sort of appreciate what we're trying to do in terms of sounds and whatnot. So it's been quite good.
I definitely agree. I remember you doing a guest mix, but a lot of people don't. Well, from the people that I know, a lot of people didn't even know that you was a DJ. A lot of people just kind of know you as Juls, the producer.
Yeah.
So what kind of made you want to transition from the DJ into like the curator?
Yeah, I thought what it was with the DJing thing, like I just thought that I had to sort of teach myself how to actually DJ so that I could create a sort of name for myself doing that, so that when people were paying attention I could be like, yo, but
I actually make music too.
I'm actually a producer, do you know what I mean? But it's gone to a point where I'm actually doing more production than DJing anyway. So with the DJing, it's just like little events that I do here and there. If it's not with NEP, it's with my boy Maestro, or like just little private parties in different parts.
Do you know what? I saw that party you lot did recently in a little R&B. I remember I messaged Juls. I was like, hey Juls, when are you coming up to my show? And he sent me the flyer. He said, but you didn't say nothing about them.
Yeah, man, you part my invitation. You're talking about.
I was like, no. You know what? I didn't even go out like that, but it looked really, really good.
It was really good. Everybody dressed up.
I'll definitely come to the next one. Guess what's in it?
Yeah, of course.
VIP, innit? VIP.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, cool. So let's get into one of my favourite tracks that you've done actually. This song is quite recent and the video for this was amazing.
Okay.
But we'll talk more about it once we get into it. So next up we have Juls featuring LAX, and this is Give You Love. the sounds of Juls and LAX with Give You Love. You know, I can listen to that instrumental all day. Like,
you like it?
I love the instrument. I need the instrumental from you, so I can just talk over it like a bed. Like, I just love it. It's just like one of them feel good beats. You can just listen to that.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, man. Let's make that happen. My BA Rashika, she loves that track. Every time we play it, she's like, I love this song.
Thank you, man. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
All right. So for those who have just joined us, we've got Juls in the building, and right now we're talking about his music, some of the artists who he has worked with. Speaking of some of the artists you've worked with, I feel like you have almost launched and relaunched a lot of people's careers, and I know it might sound a bit like, you know, but honestly, like, I love LAX, don't get me wrong. Carol was a banger. Ginger was a banger. He made a few songs after that, which was good songs, but I feel like he kind of died down a little bit. And then this song, honestly, I was like, yeah, you're correct, you're back.
Yeah,
you're back. And I feel like even what you working with Mr. Eazi, we have seen like some of the productions that you guys have created together has, you know, led him to now being signed to WizKid, also Efya as well. So how does that make you feel, knowing that you have made like a major contribution to these people's careers?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just more about the music. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm very happy that, you know, they're being you know, they are where they are right now in terms of, like, you know, stardom and the attention and whatnot. But I'm just happy to be acknowledged, and, you know, people appreciate, you know, the hard work that I've put into, you know, sort of make this music. At the end of the day, it's just more about putting Africa on the map. And I feel like me and a few others are at the forefront of, you know, trying to push it to certain levels where it will be very much appreciated in different cultures, so to speak, whether it's the urban culture or it's pop or whatever. I think Afrobeats has just all of a sudden become such an important genre, especially to people who don't even listen to it at all. So yeah, I'm quite happy, man. You know, Mr. Eazi and I started something great. Continue to you know, do as many bangers as you possibly can. Obviously LAX has been doing this thing for a while, and I'm just looking forward to working with a lot more artists, really, not just Afrobeats, but, you know, different genres as well.
We'll definitely get into that one in a minute, but I'm going to take it back a little bit. So when you dropped Skin Tight, honestly, I feel like that song was definitely one of the first. When did that come out? 2015 or 2016?
2015.
That was definitely one of the top 5 songs, biggest songs in Africa.
Yeah.
And like, you was the man behind that.
Yeah.
So how did that song change pretty much your career?
Oh, I think that's probably the biggest record I've produced at the moment. It's quite surprising because it's almost 2 years old and it's still like getting a lot of plays all over the place. To be honest, sometimes it's actually a bit jarring because you're like, oh,
I got new music, else. You know.
Yeah, like, let's move on, guys. But I mean, obviously, very happy. You know, that record is a very controversial record as well. Like, you know, a lot of people, yeah, it's just a controversial record, but it's done very well for both of us in terms of, you know, opening doors to other artists, labels, and then, you know, I've met a lot of people that I never thought I'd meet in my life as well, so yeah, it's done quite well for me anyway.
Do you want to introduce this next one then?
So,
Skin Tight.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. This is a record produced for Mr. Eazi called Skin Tight, Reprezent 107.3. Let's go. Yeah.
Juls Baby. You couldn't tell whether that was part of the track or not, could you?
No, I actually thought it was part of the song.
Hey, sign in. So we've got Juls in the building. That was Skin Tight, one of the biggest Afrobeat songs to come out of UK/Africa in the last 2 years. Still a banger, always will be a banger. Absolutely love that one. So right now, I wanted to ask you about, how do you exactly choose the people that you want to be in your tracks? Because I feel like Mr. Eazi, that was an absolute big shout for you, because that was perfect.
Yeah.
Efya, her voice just on the track was just perfect. Not too much, very subtle, but just did the track justice. And even with like the artists that you've worked with, UG, Tommy Agape tune, that was a banger as well.
Yeah.
So like, how do you select the people that you work with?
I don't think it's more of a selection per se. I think it's just like, for example, I was working with Eazi for a long time because we had just created the sound, and I just said, let's continue building this and see where it goes. The Skin Tight remix, to be honest with you, initially Efya wasn't actually supposed to be on the song. We were supposed to get a verse from someone else, and the guy wasn't able to do it. I won't say the guy's name.
I was actually gonna be like,
no, I'm not trying to do that.
Okay.
So I was like, let's reach out to Efya, because I've known Efya for such a long time. And then she blessed it, so that was great.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. But the songs of LAX and stuff, like LAX was in town, so we were just in the studio just vibing. So it just depends on what the artist is feeling, like, yo, what kind of vibe or what mood are you in, and I'll create something based on that. So we create a number of vibes based on that, and then we just pick and choose which record fits whatever themes our projects are.
Okay, great. So in terms of artists, I know a lot of people who want to work with you.
Bloody hell.
So Dory, she knows, she's listening in. I'm gonna plug it. Hold on, innit? So like, out of the caliber of artists that we have in the UK, obviously you've worked with some more recently, but who are some of the people that you want to work with in the UK and the US as well?
UK Abracadabra. UK Abracadabra. The Lotto Boys.
I like Lotto Boys,
Yeah, man, those guys.
You're making money.
Those guys are sick. Young Bane.
Yeah, Young Bane.
There's so many, man. America, Kendrick Lamar. That would be a dream. If I do a song with Kendrick Lamar, goodbye to everybody.
Have you listened to his new album?
Yeah, we'll listen to it on the way here.
I actually love it. I think Be Humble was my favourite, and DNA.
I like Element.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I like Element, and the last song, Duckworth. But I need to listen to it a few times to actually understand what exactly is going on.
I think with Kendrick, I have to kind of listen to him a few times just to kind of understand what he's saying. Yeah,
he's saying a lot.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So obviously I got a good friend, she goes by the name of Miss Banks. It's her birthday the other day as well. Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
And she was saying that you don't need to do a little collab. I can see that happening, to be fair.
Miss Banks is actually one of the best rappers at the moment. I don't want to categorize. I don't want to put the females and the males in like two separate. Obviously, unfortunately or fortunately, it's the guys who are dominating at the moment. Yeah. But obviously, the Steph Londons, the Ray Blacks, Miss Banks, Lil Sims. There are loads of like female rappers and artists are doing their thing.
So we can definitely.
But this year, my aim is to actually do a lot more UK production.
That would be nice. I'm going to speak into existence, so we can do something in the near future.
Claim it.
Come on. All right, cool. So speaking of some of the UK acts that you've worked with, you recently dropped a new song.
Yeah.
That one already. It's been out for like a week?
Yeah, about 8 days probably. Yeah.
And it's doing bits.
It's doing bits still.
So I don't think this one needs an introduction anyway. But for those who don't know, Juls, do you want to give it to them?
So this is the official single of my upcoming EP, due to be released in the spring at some point. It's called Bad, and it features my boys Kojo Funds, Notes, and UG.
Juls Baby. The sounds of Juls, Bad, featuring UG. I was gonna say, I don't know why I was just about to say something else. But yeah, UG Notes, Kojo Funds. That one is an absolute banger. And you know what? I'm so proud of Notes on this track, yeah, because he actually not like I didn't expect him to perform, but like because he's the youngest, yeah, that he might have felt a little bit of pressure. I don't know, but he owned the track. He bossed it.
So each session was done separately. And Notes actually dictated the whole song.
Really?
Yeah. So I believe it was Wednesday night, and he came through to my yard, he and his boys, and immediately he heard the beat. He was like, "Oh, this is sick." So I was like, I'm trying to create this sort of club Afro-Caribbean-ish kind of vibe. So we just started
Spotify Afro Bashment playlist.
Yeah, come on. And then we just started messing with words. He came with a melody, then we just fit in, and then it was done. And then Kojo came to my yard the week after because he doesn't live too far.
Yeah.
And then he fell in love with the tuning as well, and then he just laid his thing like probably 25 minutes. And then after that, we started playing FIFA.
Just like that.
That was it. And then Uzi did his in his studio because he was on tour.
Yeah.
He was on tour, so when he came back, then he did his verse. So just mixed everything up, and then the song was it.
All right. So obviously, I heard through the grapevine. You and Dana, that you've got a project coming out.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a project out this spring. Yeah, that's.
You don't want to talk too
it.
much. I'm not going to talk too much. What like that? You gotta give us something. So the project, is it an EP? Is it an album? Is it a mixtape?
I haven't decided yet. It's not a mixtape. I haven't decided whether it's an EP or an LP because there's just songs all over the place. That I wanted to have a certain theme, so I've got a number of ideas in my head.
Okay.
So it's just me actually making my mind up. But yeah, man, I've got a project coming soon. I hope you guys like it actually.
And is it gonna include the likes of some of the UGs, the Notes, and
well, that song is on it.
Okay, great.
And Give You Love is on it.
So is it more UK or just mixed?
It's a mixture. There's yeah, it's a mix.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So in terms of timing, like when can we expect this?
Spring.
Yeah,
spring.
Okay,
time.
That's all you're giving us, yeah? All right, cool. No problem. That's absolutely fine.
So, spring is almost over, so it could be soon.
True. All right, cool. So we got Juls in the building. We're going to be wrapping up real soon. But before we say our goodbyes, I'm going to get into a brand new one by my girl, Miss Banks. This one is Oh My Gosh. Sounds of Miss Banks with Oh My Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
OMG. That song was mad.
Banger.
Listen, yesterday we went... You got me on Snap, yeah? Oh my goodness. I'm literally running on a couple hours sleep. I got in my house like 6 a.m. I've never done that since. I haven't done that since I was like probably 19.
Where did you go?
We went to like Village Underground in Shoreditch. Toddler T had an event. Okay. And she performed there alongside like a lot of other people, and it was mad. Like it was just a crazy night. But I had so much fun. I've never been to them kind of Oyinbo things, you know. But they showed me live yesterday, you know. You know, flashing lights like those EDM lights. Listen, it's mad. So yeah, we've had Juls in the building. Been talking music. Some of his upcoming projects, some of the people that we'd like to see him work with, and the people that he has worked with. So I know you said the EP. Like, what is next for Juls? Like, are we gonna have a live showcase as well? And what other things are coming up in the pipeline?
Yeah. So drop the EP. Do a couple like little shows here and there. Just gonna push it as much as I possibly can. A few videos out, and then September I'll drop another project, and then Christmas time I'll probably drop a few Christmas songs.
Oh, you know, I just remembered. I remember when I wanted you to work with my friend Deborah Rose. I really wish you guys made something happen now. You know, because
how is she? Where
she's good. You know, she's working. Like she's She's
She
not
gone
really
under
doing music
the-
right now,
Okay.
but I know if you was to approach her, she might reconsider still.
Yeah, like I see how you.
Hey
put that.
Debs, listen, we might have something here. Anyways, so all right, cool. So we've had Juls in the building. We're signing out right now. Well, I'm not signing out, but Juls is. And we're gonna get into another song. This is Banks and Ranks, and on the back of this, we have a guest mix by DJ Sean. So make sure you don't go nowhere.